between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Fields. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Bears at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gibson again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Howell. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Howell. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Kyler Gordon stopped that play before it ever got going. Great job.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Slot man moves right. Back to Montgomery on second down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Off play action. It's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful.
Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Little bootleg here. Howell. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Back to throw, Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Was trying to find Jahan Dotson, but it'll be second and goal. Now Howell. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Garabay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Back to Montgomery on second down, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. There he goes, right side. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Hal knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs. And I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
From the 25 on second down, Powell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Fields. And now here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Dump off here complete, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Powell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. The late turnover so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. in order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. And this one is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Commanders 26, Bears 17.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd down, Montgomery looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Fields. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On play action, Fields. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Edwards. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Garabay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go play action. Howell. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Johnson on the return.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Back to throw, Fields. He's got a man, it's his fullback. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now Fields. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Powell to throw. Pass complete. This is Sims.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Powell with one final shot. Out left to Dotson.
And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires.
And the Commanders are going to win this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Commanders,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers.